good afternoon. Have you guys been looking for me? Well, guess what? You found me in the kitchen with Angela. Creole Roots is back in the house tonight. Today, I am making all things New Orleans. Of course, you know that because you're in my kitchen. So thank you again for joining me. Today, what I'm going to be doing is showing you a quick jambalaya. That's right, it's going to be a quick jambalaya because I prepped beforehand. And what I did was to cut out the middleman. You know, we normally cook everything in the pot from scratch. Let me make sure my heat is on. We normally cook everything from scratch. Basically, I did, but I kind of didn't, okay? Because what I did, I'm doing a chicken and sausage jambalaya. So I have my pecan sausage here that I pre-cut up. And then I have some andouille sausage right here that I've been cutting up. But what I did was, since I'm doing the chicken, I decided that I'm not gonna do saute the chicken. So what I'm gonna do is I use a rotisserie chicken, okay? So, and then I pre-cooked my rice as well. Okay, so what I'm doing is I also went ahead, this is AT Patton hot sausage right here. I went ahead and I pre-boiled it. And the reason why I pre-boiled it is because it comes with a lot of grease. And since I don't want the grease in my pot, I went ahead and boiled it in just plain water, right? To render off the fat. Then I scooped the meat out to get rid of the fat, which will make this kind of yucky and greasy. We don't want that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop. I'm going too fast, you guys. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna finish chopping up my chicken. I have some of the chicken chopped up right here. Okay, it's a good old regular rotisserie chicken. I have some pecan smoked sausage and some andouille sausage. And we have some good old AT Patton hot sausage. We love that in New Orleans. It's made out of Louisiana. It's one of the best hot sausages you could get on the market. And that's all I did. I rough chopped my chicken. My rice was pre-made already. So I'm gonna place this back to the side. Okay. And while my pan is heating up, you know I'm gonna start with some olive oil in my pan. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Holy Trinity in a pan. If you don't know what the Holy Trinity is, in New Orleans, that's marriage. Bell pepper, onion, and celery. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my ingredients in. And remember, this is a quicker version of jambalaya because, I mean, who wants to be in the kitchen all day? I know most people don't. So I'm just gonna start by my Holy Trinity. Get that down in the pan. And lately, I ain't gonna lie, I've been a little lazy. I've been using a lot of garlic powder because I don't want to crush the garlic and then it get all over my hands. This is bay leaf, you guys. I like to add the bay leaf in right away because it's aromatic and it's good. So I like to add it in, part of my vegetables. So that's on about 350. Got my saucepan going. And we're gonna get this jambalaya made real quick, but not so quick, right? So I also have some crushed red pepper here, because you know our New Orleans food, Louisiana in general, our food has a little kick, a little spice to it. And if you want this recipe, you know all you gotta do is click the link down below for this recipe, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, excuse me, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finish chopping up this sausage. Yeah, that's smelling already. And I'm gonna tell you, every time my food with a lot of seasoning, for some reason I'll usually have to cough or I usually have to sneeze. So, we got that there. So I'm gonna move this out the way, you guys, because I'm finished chopping up all my ingredients. I told you it was going to be real quick, right? So this is jambalaya. I prepped everything early this morning. I just wanted to show you a few steps and what I do, of course. And I got a little green onion here. I'm going to put a little green onion in here as well, but I'm going to also top it and finish it off with the green onion as well. So we're just sauteing the vegetables for about, let's say 3 to 5 minutes until they become translucent. This is going to be a good jambalaya. It's going to be pretty quick. You don't have to worry about it. That way your family don't have to wait for hours. Because, you know, when you're cooking from scratch, things can be time consuming for real, right? So I'm just sauteing my vegetables. And I added a little bell pepper, onion, and celery. I think I'm missing parsley. Let me look for my parsley, okay? Let's see. Well, I need to turn that fire off. I made quite a bit of a mess. So I did make quite a bit of a mess. So I got my parsley. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start adding my smoked sausage. Okay? Because remember, everything's cooked. So this shouldn't take too long. Everything is cooked. The smoked sausage is smoked per cook, right? So we're basically heating it up. The chicken is cooked. We have the, sorry y'all, we have the AT pattern cooked. Remember, this is a lot of spices now. So you're going to keep hearing me cough it every now and then. And I have a ton of my spices here. You know we like spices. We from New Orleans. Okay. We like our spices. So I have already my Holy Trinity in here. My bay leaf. I have my andouille sausage. I also have some pecan smoked sausage in here. We're going step by step. Okay. So if it's your kitchen, you can do things how you want. My kitchen, we're going to do it my way. Okay? So I got everything looking good so far. Yeah, that's coming together real good. I like the smell. The seasonings are great. And we're not even finished. I'm going to add more seasoning. Like I got to hit my oregano in here. I also have some celery seed. I love celery seed. My mama used to cook with celery seed all the time. I love that stuff. It really brings out the flavor in your food. This is paprika. It's not smoked paprika. Smoked paprika can actually be a little more potent. And then we have here some thyme leaves, some basil, and some Italian, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing it up. Again, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken broth. This is not a full container of chicken broth either. It's not the full container of chicken broth. So that was about a half a cup I put in here. But I'm gonna put the recipe down below for you in the description. Okay? Yeah. So this is gonna start coming to a ball. I'm gonna add a little bit more of my parsley flakes, and you know I can't live without garlic powder. Okay, I can't live without cayenne pepper. Okay, and you know I have to have my Tony's Creole seasoning. Come on now, y'all know me. If you don't know me, you gonna know me. That's just the way I do things, okay? So I know one thing I don't have out, and I'm gonna probably have to get out. I didn't pull out my sugar, because you need to balance tomato sauces and stuff like that because of the acidic tendencies. You need to do a little bit different stuff sometimes, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my chicken into, and that's white and dark meat, okay? So I got my chicken in. And that's looking fabulous already, right? Y'all know it is. Come on now. So I added the remaining chicken broth. I'm going to go ahead and discard that. Okay. I'm going ahead and get my sugar. I have it right here, you guys. I got my sugar. So I'm going to get a spoon for my sugar. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon, okay? And a little bit more. Tablespoon and a little bit more, okay? I also have black pepper on hand. We put a lot of spices in our stuff, right? But it's really good. A little black pepper. Excuse me, you guys. These seasonings, this is what I'm using. Add that in here. I also, sometimes I use this too. Yeah. So, this is what I'm doing so far. This is the mix to jambalaya, okay? And if you want your sauce thicker, then you're gonna add some tomato paste, not just the tomato sauce, right? You see that rich color already? And if I don't think it's red enough, you know I'm gonna add more, right? So, and you know I'm gonna taste it. I gotta see how it's faring out, you guys. I'm gonna taste it. So I added my sugar already. Remember, in the first part of the video, I pre-cooked everything. I'm gonna go ahead and add my AT-Patent hot sausage in there. You see what I'm talking about grease? That's why you have to boil it first. You add that hot sausage in there. You let this come to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, you want to taste it, taste the ingredients. And then you're going to add the rice. If it's just right and on point, you're going to add your rice as well, okay? So it's been about 13 minutes. Shouldn't take much longer. We just have to bring it up to a rolling boil, right? Let all the ingredients marry, come together smoothly. You give it a taste test, and everything should be good to go. I'm gonna move some of this stuff to the side because I have to bring my rice over here. And I got that going. I got my pot of rice right here. It cooked since this morning. I went ahead and cooked it and let it sit out. I didn't cook it all the way until it's have little hints of rawness to it, but this sauce is gonna help it because this is gonna cook down, right? So this is our New Orleans Creole or Cajun jambalaya, but it doesn't have the shrimp. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have any of the shrimp or anything because basically this is for a client and they can't have seafood. So since they can't have seafood, I did the chicken and sausage version They're kind of healthy because they didn't want the pork either. This person works out a lot, so this is going to be a good dish for him. He doesn't have to go out and buy any food. He can meal prep, put this in, different containers with a high protein. And this will be good for him because he weight trains. So this is a lot of protein in this dish anyway. But, I mean, extra protein added with a salad, it won't hurt at all. So this is basically coming to a boil. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to taste it. I got to taste stuff, right? So it's coming to a boil now. And it has hot sausage in here by A.T. Patton. It comes in a red and white. It comes in a red and white container. It's from Louisiana. It's just something we love out there, right? So then we have andouille sausage in here. We have rotisserie chicken in here. The Holy Trinity. Tomato paste. We have all the herbs we could think of up in here. And like I said before, if you don't know what the Holy Trinity is, that would be a marriage between vegetables, bell pepper, onion, and celery, right? So it's coming together. Everything was pre-cooked, so this is a real quick meal. You get you have a, what's this right here? This piece of chicken. Ooh, that's good. You have a station set up where you can cook your rice in the morning with a rice cooker. Get that out the way. Automatically turns itself off. Then once you get that out the way, then you could go ahead, boil off the hot sausage, and just go ahead and start adding things in. I mean, ham, or if you wanted to add ham in here, it already comes cooked, so you can add ham in here too. So let's see how it's tasting. That is so good, you guys. I love it. Now that's got some flavor. That's got some act right. And if you want to be cute and fancy, you can add red wine in here too. Sherry or dry white wine. Just to be fancy. Give it a little more flavor, a little more pièce résistance. But yeah, these flavors have come together very well. I'm already happy. I could turn this pot off because I put enough ingredients in here to last you. This is really good. It's got a bunch of flavor. I don't need to add no more. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top it off with some green onion. This is pre-cooked rice as well. We don't want to get rid of that. We're gonna add this rice to the pot. Okay. And this is gonna yield a good amount, right? So I'm happy about that. Don't worry about my hands. They are clean. I live next to a sink when I'm cooking, trust me. So this is our New Orleans jambalaya. Let me get my spoon out. Go ahead and start adding the rice in. And remember, I turned it off. Everything's been cooked already. I just need to add everything together. Bring it all together. Let it marry. And jambalaya is not supposed to be soupy, you guys. All this is supposed to suck up. All this rice is supposed to suck up all this meat and juices. And you can pull the bay leaf out of the pot too, which I will. You can pull it. That's not edible. You don't want to eat bay leaf, okay? So it's good for seasoning up your food, but you don't want to eat that because the taste after that is very bitter. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's made just for seasoning food, not to consume in your belly, okay? So this is jambalaya, chicken and sausage. So we have, I'm gonna pull this one out. I have another one right here. As I find them, I'll pull them out, right? So chicken and sausage jambalaya. I'm gonna use all of this rice, all of it. I'm not gonna leave any rice left behind. We're using it all, okay? I know you're probably saying this woman's kitchen is gonna be messy, but guess what? I'm gonna clean it up too. Yeah. I have to have a nice atmosphere, a nice environment. And it's good to cook in a clean, well-equipped kitchen, right? So we're getting this all combined. And again, I'm going to leave the recipe down below for you guys. Chicken and sausage jambalaya. Some parts are not homemade. Normally, it is, but some parts not homemade, right? So I'm gonna add this in here. And I'm gonna continue to stir. We want to get it all up in here. That smells so good. See, it's starting to get all that liquid up. Yeah, I love it. So, I'm going to rinse this off and we're going to try it again. Okay, I'm going to get some of the meat. That is good, you guys. That is so delicious. It's chicken and sausage jambalaya. I'm going to put a lid on it. You know, I'm going to give you some pictures. It's really good, but I think I want to add a little more Creole seasoning. Just a little bit more, not much, okay? But that is delicious. I found another bay leaf. I'll pull it out. I taste the hot sausage in there. I tasted the chicken. And I tasted the andouille sausage. I also tasted the pecan smoked sausage. Right? So there you have it. Chicken and sausage jambalaya. I found another one. I love bay leaf, y'all, but when I find them, I told you I'm gonna fish them out. Yep. So that's coming together. And there you have it. Angela's chicken and sausage jambalaya. This is Creole Roots in the house, all things New Orleans. If you like what I do on my channel, go ahead and click the bell to be notified. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, invite others. You can even comment. If they're pleasing, I'll answer them. If not, we're going to scroll past you like it never happened. So thank you so much for joining me in my channel, all things New Orleans. If you have any recipes you want to share with me, go ahead and do so. I'll do whatever it is within reason. So thanks again for joining me. This is In the Kitchen with Angela, all things New Orleans. I'm signing out. Don't also get a copy of my cookbook, okay? So have a good night. Bye.